Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
I don't care much for strawberries. They make me sad. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Ooh, kind of a depressing catchphrase. Thank you to Joseph Schmo for that catchphrase, and welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another edition. This is exciting. Normally on the show we have titans of industry, we have entertainment luminaries, stars of both stage and screen, tiny screens, big screens, no matter what size your screen, the stars are up there. And today we're doing sort of what I call a CBB COP. Comedy Bang Bang change of pace. We're having we're having some people on who maybe aren't as well known, but you know, my picks to click, you could say, people that I want to draw more attention to, or to whom I want to draw more attention. And there are a couple of, are you guys comedians?
I don't know.
Yeah. You certainly are broadcasters.
We make stuff.
Yes.
Is what I
Content
like
creators.
to say.
Content creators.
We like to
I don't
play.
know if it's content. Yes. We do like to play.
You're not content to make content. Is that an accurate description of you guys?
Yes.
Who was that crazy guy at the beginning?
Reggie
you
Watts?
hear
What was
that?
that sound? No, I
That
was
guy was
listening
going
and it
crazy.
sounded insane to me.
That's one guy doing all of those sounds. Yeah, he's nuts.
He must be in the bug house.
Yeah,
You guys-
get him a rubber room. Yeah.
Out of his mind.
It's Reggie Watts. Do you guys not know Reggie? He's never been on your show?
Is this
I'm not sure I want to even meet that guy. He sounds crazy.
Well, it'd be pretty intimidating to try to talk to them. I mean, there'd be so many voices coming at once.
Can you imagine trying to have a conversation with what you just heard?
Oh, gosh.
It's
like,
the
how can you
same
get a word
thing
in
over and
edgewise?
over again.
Yes. And
I don't want to talk about that to begin with, even
You don't want
once.
to talk about Comedy Bang Bang.
Not even one time.
Well, he's a madman. And so that's a brand new thing?
That is not. Actually, that has been the theme song for now over 400 episodes, 450 episodes or so, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been approximately
no.
over 7 years.
Well, you've got Stockholm Syndrome or something.
You've been on the
Imagine how
You've-
crazy you'd go hearing that many times.
Yeah, you've been on the show several times, and you've heard it each time.
No.
Really? No?
No.
That is wrong.
Okay,
I would remember
apologize.
hearing something that cabonkos.
Okay, well, I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to throw you right off the bat, but, that's what a pitcher does in a baseball game, so...
Throw you right off the bat?
Yeah,
I'm going to think through
Okay.
that.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
You haven't watched baseball?
I don't know really how they're doing
Well,
it
you-
now.
you got-
I didn't
no,
know they were
spoiler-
throwing people off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Well, I guess a pitcher tries to throw the ball right off of the bat at the game.
So I'm the
actually at
ball?
the
Because
bat.
you said throw you.
Throw you right off the bat. I'm the batter and you're the pitcher. He's the
is-
ball?
This is what I was worried about.
Wait, you were worried about something?
Well, with just like you in general, can I say I'm so happy to
Sure.
just come on this show and look you in the eyes and see you and say, how are you? What's going on?
Turn around and look me in the eyes when you say it. though.
Okay, now,
Okay,
I
here we
am.
go. All
Well,
right.
if you're looking at him, then I've got sort of a profile.
Yeah,
So I can see if your lip starts to quiver a bit when you answer.
Okay, here we go. I'm good.
Okay, I
Okay.
don't believe him. I don't believe
Wait,
him.
a little quiv on that lip?
What I saw was a trembling lower lip. And as a student of lies, have you ever seen Lie to Me, Tim Roth?
Tim Roth, let me see.
Now, I
Is
know we're
this-
supposed to be evergreen. We don't know when this is coming out.
Sure, but is this the one where he robs the people with his girlfriend in the diner? And then...
Maybe. I've never watched it. But he appears
And he
to
is
be-
such a liar in all these show. Like if that's
every
him,
one of his shows, he's a liar.
he's playing the lie to me character.
Yeah, actors in general are liars.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about you guys. You guys don't have any sort of acting aspirations.
No
you
career.
You
No
don't have
career to
any
speak
sort of
of.
entertainment aspirations. You just want to do your little podcast, which is what you're here to talk
Very
about.
happy with this, what we're doing. But I do want to go back to the quiver that I saw, which can mean different things. It can mean wanting somebody sexually very bad.
I assure you it's not that.
But in this case, I agree. I think
Not
it
that
is.
you're not a genuinely good-looking person. I've always said that you both are probably too good-looking to be in comedy because people don't like it when people are as good-looking as you. They don't find you funny.
That's
which
my
is,
explanation for our lack of
That
success
adds
as well.
up to me that there has to be some reason they don't find me funny.
Which
and
is
it
why
certainly
they-
can't be what I'm saying.
They like listening to you, which is why this is your medium, guys.
That's
Yeah.
the zone.
Too hot for TV.
Yeah, but I do want to introduce you before we get too far down the road.
Did that
because
not happen?
It has not happened yet. I want to make sure that people can place. I don't want people imagining you because they'll suddenly find you
they
not that
turned
funny.
it off. If we didn't do it already, they turned it off.
We have, of course, the hosts of a podcast that maybe surprising to some of you has been on the airwaves for how many years now? You've been doing.
I don't really keep time in years. I
what do you
find
do?
it very
Yeah.
depressing.
Do you do weeks, days?
I try to get right in between those. I
dance
try to
between the
exist
raindrops.
exactly in a
In
single
between the
moment.
seconds?
So the podcast has for me just now started.
I have a personal catchphrase, which is semper in presenti.
Ah, okay. Let's see. That would be live in the moment.
In tyranny.
Yeah.
Sic semper tyrannis.
Yeah, it means something like that. And the Marines have the same one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
No coincidence.
Tell me about it. But I do want to introduce you guys. They are the hosts of a show called Hollywood Handbook, which has been on this network, kind of flying below the radar, which is great if you're a plane going to attack another country and you don't want to be observed. For a podcast, you know, you kind of want to get on that radar sometimes. You want to hear that bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing. People have found it. But you know, unfortunately, that hasn't happened quite yet. You need to gain a little altitude, and that's what you're here for. I want to tell people about the show. It's called Hollywood Handbook, and the names of the people who are here in front of me are the hosts of that. They are Hayes Davenport and Sean Clements. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Scott.
Are you Clements or Clements?
Oh, I'm Clements. You say Clements, I turn around and look for my father.
Great.
You know?
Great. Now, that's not the type of humor you do on the show. Is that
Well,
correct?
there's no type of humor I do on the show. The show, to me, as you said, is sort of a secret plane. It's a vehicle for destruction of the
carrying
status quo.
comedy bombs and
Yeah.
truth bombs.
The Blitz.
And
Andy Blitz.
I know if a show gets really big like yours has, suddenly you're not in control of the content anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I pretty much, you being here is a testament to that. I would say the
I'm
fact
just
that
trying
I
to
can
give
do
you-
whatever I want.
I'm trying to give you an out for some of the episodes that you've made.
Okay, which ones are you thinking of in particular?
Oh, God. I don't like to list things. I like to
Okay,
right in
you're not-
between
in
those
there.
two.
What about
babies.
listicles? Are you into those?
Oh, those actually get me pretty juiced up.
Give me a listicle then of the episodes you haven't enjoyed of this show.
Okay. I wonder some of the people you have on this show. Who's the loud gentleman?
John Hamm? You into? Have you ever had someone
Yuck.
like John Hamm on your show?
Oh, what do you mean, like John
John
Hamm? White
Hamm?
guy? We've had a ton. That's pretty much all you see around here.
And in terms of like Mad Men guys, we definitely emailed Rich Summer at one point.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, he used to have a show on this very network about
yeah, that was
about board
around the time
games.
that we thought we might have a chance at him.
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
just didn't play out.
That one seems about as popular as yours is. Let's talk about your
and
numbers,
we do
guys.
like it that way. We, as Sean was saying, we are a secret plane. We don't like we like having control of the show. We don't like having to worry about what listeners want. We can just have fun and hang out and be honest with each other and do what we want.
Right. Now, some would say, hand in hand with that, if you're popular and you're worried about what people want, you try harder and you actually excel.
What?
spreadsheet
like a
program?
business spreadsheet. That's the reason we do this, is so we don't have to be chained to a desk like freaking Dilbert.
For us, it's not business. I made a lot of sacrifices in my life to show up to work in a t-shirt, flip-flops, and a set of jams.
Yeah, you're. What do you call those jams, by the way?
Well, they're homemade jams. I call these my Sharky jams. And it's only because the pattern of the fabric has some kind of scary sharks.
Right, the actual drawings of sharks on it.
Hand-drawn. This is a shark that I came up with in my mind. And he's not
Now, one would say
traditional.
Yeah, one would say primarily what one thinks of when one thinks of sharks is the scary fin. That's number one with a bullet.
Yeah, that was the first thing to go on this shirt.
Yes, yes. So just when you want my shark to zig, he zags.
Right,
And
so-
so there's no fin, there's no face. The shark is...
It looks like there's a giant butthole, though.
Okay, well, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to skimp on the butthole because I think too often that gets ignored. Look,
Yeah.
fish gotta do the bathroom.
Fish have to do that
And
kind of stuff.
easier to escape. For Sean, should the shark turn on its master, consume him.
Right.
As so many of his creations have tried to.
I don't quite know what you mean by that, Hayes.
You don't want to.
Yes.
Sounds scary.
The
It
danger
sounds-
of a powerful imagination is that it is sometimes more powerful.
Have you seen the
than
movie
mind
Sphere?
itself.
I haven't seen Sphere. I've seen Fantasia, though, and it seems to cover the same themes.
Now, I know it's supposed to be evergreen, but we do want to talk about Sphere, which is in theaters now.
Yeah, it's in theaters now.
You said you weren't sure when this was going to come out.
Yeah, I know Sphere
I don't
is
want
in...
to tip off.
We don't want to
when it is,
carbon
but-
date this
yeah.
show,
Yeah.
but yes, Sphere is in
But
theaters
Dustin
now.
Hoffman in a wetsuit and
Yeah, Sam Jackson.
Say no more, I'm in.
Renee.
Most Dustin Hoffman films, he's in a dry suit. In this one, let's wet this down.
well, and you're going to have to because some of the nefarious jellyfish and such that they're able to create with their minds actually turn on their creators.
That was what they imagined when they were
Jellyfish.
at the bottom of the ocean.
Do you know about boomerangs?
Do I know about boomerangs? Let me tell you what I know about them. They are in the sort of shape of a two-dimensional elbow.
Yes.
When one throws them, they are supposed to return to you, although...
Yours don't.
I've never seen it actually work. Anytime
sweetie.
anyone's brought one to a party.
Oh, honey.
I believe they are primarily from the Australian outback.
Okay.
And they are used by the character Captain Boomerang in the Flash comics.
Okay.
Those are the four things that I know about
He's from
boomerangs.
Suicide Squad.
I beg your pardon.
actually.
Yes, I'm sorry. He's in Suicide
He's
Squad.
one of the Suicide
Not in
Squad.
theaters now.
No.
No,
That's going to
they're-
come out.
quite a
That's
while.
going to come out in about
who would even conceive of a movie
25
about
years.
Well, I don't think you could make it into a film. But
I
it's
think
a-
you're probably
it's a
right.
story that we all know.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I bring up the boomerang device is just to say that sometimes something made to destroy for a particular individual, like an evil jellyfish or shark jams, can come whipping in its path and return to attack the very person that threw it. That's why boomerangs are so dangerous. You know, when they made them, they didn't realize they were going to come back and get them.
Really? They didn't. When they made that design, what did they think it was for? Just throwing at something and bonking it?
Yeah, it just seemed cooler than a stick.
Right. Yeah, it is kind of cooler than a
Yeah.
stick.
I think
Koalas,
so.
bonk koalas, knock them out of the tree.
You know it's cooler than a boomerang?
$1 billion?
Yes, exactly. And that's not a reference from any film that's currently out, nor should it be.
It's just naturally the answer to that
Yes,
question.
of course.
Look, money's never going out of style.
And it never sleeps, which is not a reference at all.
to
either.
any movie.
No,
Yes.
These are just random words that we're cherry picking. So that when one catches a boomerang, is it difficult to do? I mean,
When one catches a boomerang, is it difficult to do?
you know, it returns to the thrower.
Yeah.
Well, it's attacking the thrower.
It's attacking
Right.
the thrower if one does not catch it correctly.
I don't think it's a thing you catch.
What you think a boomerang just it just goes down at your feet? Is that what it is?
If you're lucky.
You have to run away until it gives up.
If you're going to throw one, I hope you have a shield or a log
Or some fast
kind.
running shoes.
Oh, yeah, or a great set of shoes.
Yeah, like Adidas. What are we talking about?
I mean, I'm not a brand whore. When I go, when I go to the running store, I actually go like, well, who's really just about running? Because Adidas is such a big brand.
It's a big brand, but they also are so big that they can select a shoe specifically for your needs.
If that's true, I haven't seen it.
So when you go into a shoe, do you ask them to hide all of the brands and the labels?
When I go into a shoe, Scott?
I beg your pardon. I guess I meant store.
He's way off. He's way off his game, and I think I know why. Let's talk about what we really want to talk about.
Let's actually get
We
into
said
it.
we wanted to come. We told you we wanted to come on this show to promote our show, which again is what we do not want.
Well,
We
that's-
like people not listening.
It's
God
more.
forbid
It's more of
people
a
hear
thing
this.
where I asked you to be on the show because I took a look at the numbers recently and I couldn't believe what I saw. And honestly, at the end of last year, you were on the end of the year big show at the Ace Hotel, the PCAST Blast,
Yeah.
and you were there in that autograph line, and you're very, very lonely looking, and people just like passing you by, and then people coming up and saying, "Who are they?"
A lot of people's hands were hurting from handing the people their pens before us. And so they needed a little break.
I think it was the order of
Yeah.
the line was the
Yes,
issue.
because we
What
were
was
kind
the
of
order?
right in the middle where like
That's when you need a break,
Yes.
and then you sort of get your second wind right after us.
Right. Yeah. There were a lot of people at that. But I was concerned about that. And so I thought, you know what? Let's have these guys back. Let everyone know about Hollywood Handbook. Let everyone know what they do. And, maybe we can just throw some listeners your way.
And
you know?
yet, Scott, and yet, our show has so few listeners and we have so little traction, and yet we're doing ads for Comedy Bang Bang
Let me think about
on
that.
our show. Can we give Sean 1 second to think
Let me
about that?
Does that?
Well,
track?
okay, so let me explain that.
I'm crunching the numbers over here, Scott. And
We
it's
could just,
not
before you explain,
adding
if Sean could crunch
up.
the numbers for
If
1
I
second.
could just 169,
Pretty good.
31.
So,
Not as good. Let me explain a concept of advertising. And I found this out when I was on IFC with my show. You don't want to throw advertising dollars behind something that's not popular because no one's going to watch or listen to it anyway. You
Okay.
want to throw advertising dollars behind the popular thing to make it even more popular exponentially so that you can make even more money from it. You get what I'm saying?
you want to put ads behind the unpopular show.
No, the opposite. Because if you can get twice as much money going into Hollywood Handbook, what's 2 times 0? And either you guys know?
69.
Hang on, 69.
69? No, it's not. It's 0. It's 0.
Okay, well, you said you liked that before. So.
Okay, but 2 times a million is 2 million.
420.
You'd rather have an extra million than an extra 0. See?
That's some good ish, man.
We heard you do characters on this show, so.
Yeah.
Smoking that loud.
Wait, who am I talking to right now?
Dr. Weed.
It's not that far off from an actual character on this show. Look, guys, I beg your indulgence. I'm sorry you have to do ads for me, but it helps. The money that comes in for Comedy Bang Bang. Have you heard of trickle down economics? This is
yeah.
trickle down podcasting where.
Wasn't that your hero, Ronald Reagan, came up with that?
Yeah, it was. But this is like the money that comes in for Comedy Bang Bang subsidizes and pays for all of this so you guys can come in here and goof around and do everything that you do, albeit for no money.
We're happy to help. It's very obvious that the show is struggling, and we do the ads for you for free, and we're happy to do it because that means you must need it. We wanted to come on here not to promote ourselves again.
No, because what's the point? As soon as people learn about a secret plane, all of a sudden it's going to crash.
They're
land.
shooting at it.
Yeah. And
If you look at some of the
I saw Dunkirk. Is that what you're talking about?
yes,
I mean the actual battle because it's not a movie yet, but I was there. I'm a little older than people
On
think.
the beaches, yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for your service.
No problem. Speaking of beaches, I saw that. That's definitely
Okay.
has been in theaters at this point.
Yeah.
But you guys are concerned about the show?
We're a little concerned about the show. We're concerned about your
I'm scared
company,
as hell.
Earwolf in general, the company that you own.
I'm scared.
Don't own it, but okay.
And Stitcher Premium is obviously floundering. And so we wanted to come on this show to save it.
Can we somehow take these two things that are failing, Scott Aukerman and Stitcher
And
Premium,
everything he does.
and then do a little bit of a smash up?
Yeah.
Why don't we attach you as producer on some of these Stitcher Premium? I don't know if you know about this site, but it's a special website that is completely open to just naked cash grab kind of thin premise ideas.
Stitcher Premium you're talking about?
Yes.
Is that the thing they complain about on Reddit all the time?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. I know what Stitcher Premium
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
but you notice they are talking about it.
that's
And how
hey,
it
good publicity
does
or
not
bad
work,
publicity.
and the shows are not on there.
It doesn't matter. It's all publicity.
Which is a great thing about these shows. We can announce them, and they do not have to appear on the app.
What are you
ever.
saying? You're saying that you've brought me some Stitcher Premium ideas that we can put onto Stitcher
Major
Premium? Some
ideas.
show
We
We
ideas?
got
Yes.
huge ideas that Stitcher Premium is going to pay through the nose for, and that you could be attached as a freaking co-executive producer.
Co-executive.
Co-EP, baby.
Co-EP.
Bump that. Maybe that's the level you're used to working at on the grinder or whatever you work on. But
No, on
was a
Grindr I
little-
was supervising, I believe.
okay, but
With a partner?
I'm not quite sure what.
Was a co-EP on Ghosted. I'm sure you've seen it.
Okay, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know quite the levels of co-EP supervised because I never worked at those levels. I was straight at EP right from the jump. But
I heard was. I heard was.
Yeah,
You said what? Why did you say was straight to EP?
when I started my producing career, I
And what about when you stopped?
still going. In fact, I'd love to talk to you guys about doing something. You know,
Well, that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk
Yeah.
about doing
Okay, well,
something.
this is good. This is good. Let's
Yeah.
brainstorm.
We
but
have
it-
60 ideas.
I, 9 more and you got something. But look, we need to take a break before we get to that. But that's great. Is that okay?
Oh, fuck.
Do you want to do an ad for Comedy Bang Bang?
God, we just had so much momentum.
Do an ad for Comedy Bang Bang before we go to break.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hayes, do you have the copy?
Yeah, let me get the.
And should we do a character for the ad?
Yeah, I guess like one of our characters that we normally do. I guess Dr. Weed.
Okay. Damn, not some fine Chiba. My throat's killing me. I'm sick, man. I'm really, really sick. Sorry, Comedy Bang Bang. Get laughing down. All kinds of guests. Remember John Hamm? Well, he's back. And
Okay, I got to interrupt here.
what's up?
Is that the type of ad that you normally do when you do ads on your show?
It was a little more focused. I think our ads
More
usually
focused.
take some diversions. Yeah.
Okay, see, this is the problem.
And our ads are quieter.
Oh boy. Forget it. I'll just do my own ads. But we do need to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have Hayes and Sean.
We have 69 ideas.
Okay, 69 ideas from Hayes and Sean, Hollywood Handbook, which people can hear right here on the Earwolf Network. They can also hear it on Stitcher Premium, I guess. You guys do
Now,
a second
coming soon,
show?
no search bar on Stitcher Premium. We actually have gotten them. to
You've
remove
lobbied
that.
them
Taking
to
up so
remove-
much space.
Yes, it's half the screen is the search bar where you can sort of almost find a show you want to hear. Just get rid of the thing, you know?
Okay, so you have great ideas. I want to hear about them. We will be right back with more Hayes and Sean after this. More Comedy Bang Bang. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here, and we're kind of an atypical show today. We have, normally on the show, we have, it's formerly known as the show where we talk to interesting people, and today we have Hayes and Sean. So, that's something. And they are the hosts of Hollywood Handbook, which is a kind of an unpolished turd at the bottom of the the rankings on iTunes, and I want to attract a little attention to them and put lipstick on a pig if we could.
iTunes has turd rankings. They rank turds.
Sure, I have actually heard. I've seen a chart, I believe, of the 12 different shapes of poop when they come out of your butthole.
Yeah.
And I think there's 12 or so.
Okay, so they rank, and we're the worst one.
You're number 12.
Which
ghost,
I think is
the guy with corn in him.
It was more of the shape, not the consistency, nor the.
But
we're
they're
probably
characters.
pellets,
They're
then.
characters.
We're probably hard pellets.
You're hard pellets. Yes, exactly. You're the are these guys animals?
We're compact, baby.
So they have a show, Hollywood Handbook, and not content to rest on their laurels, they have come up with quite a few ideas for Stitcher Premium, which is a service that people can get. You can hear the show Freedom on there, which is very popular, and also these guys do something on there, which I don't know the title of. But they have.
It's called Hollywood Handbook also.
It is.
It's just the one idea we have. So
you have the reality show.
And plus we have 69 other ideas.
Right. Okay. So now
and the
you
69 new ones, yeah.
You guys
I don't
are
know
here
if we
to
can get
pitch
that many. We could probably get to 60.
You're here to pitch me these shows. Okay, so let me have it. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to be dispassionate? Do you want me to pretend I don't know who you are? Is it that kind of practice pitch, or is this like an actual
That
pitch?
might help for this case.
Okay,
I guess I want you to be raw as hell.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Take the goddamn filter off.
Take the
man.
filter off and just be let's raw dog. Okay.
Yeah, let's raw dog it.
raw dog the Clem dog. All right,
Hey,
here we go.
he does know me.
So what do you guys have for me today? Do you want me to pretend I don't know you?
How often is that going to come up even as we're talking?
It's kind of true to life, so.
Yeah, we're not that
Yeah,
close.
I don't know.
Right.
I mean,
okay, so
when you were saying you did know me, you call my show a turd. You
What's
know,
that?
You call my show a turd. You did
I
say
said it was
show
the worst
an unpolished
turd.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And it seemed like knowing me was not giving me anything positive.
So let's try something
So let's
else.
do don't know me or know me. Don't necessarily feel the way about me that you seem to.
Okay, so
Yes. How about yes?
let me pretend I know you and I'm very warm and affectionate to you.
Yes.
Or you've even heard something positive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's going to be tough. Okay, so guys, it's so good to see you.
Shut up.
Hi.
Sit down.
Whoa.
Shut the fuck
Hi,
up.
bitch.
All right, I'm a big fan. I've
Sit down,
heard you-
slut. I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you something. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, and there's a reason for that. So it's time to shut the 1 and open the 2 ears.
So, okay. I was going to say like shut one ear.
1
and
ear,
keep the mouth.
You
And
keep
the
your
other
mouth
ear.
and 1 ear open
Okay, got it.
in case I have a question.
Okay, cool. But my left ear, I'm going to turn off because it's not facing you. My right ear. Is
what's the
towards you.
point? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So everyone can picture this now.
Yeah.
So you like money, bitch?
I mean, I like having a lot.
Too long.
Oh,
Too long. Taking it somewhere else. Wait. I'll give you one more chance.
okay. Sorry, I'll do better.
All right. How about some money, bitch?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
yes,
me
please.
too. Me too.
Me too.
YQY. Yes, Queen. Yes.
Slay, queen. So we're about to slay with some major ideas.
Did you say mage ideas?
This is my bag, man. Hayes. I did, yeah.
cool. I mean,
Well-
it sounded cool, but then you corrected yourself. It was like you weren't sure about it.
Okay, can we take a break from like the pitch part and just say, I really do start to second guess myself sometimes.
Yeah, I noticed.
And-
You're not.
Yeah.
You came in with just balls of fury, just like calling me bitch and calling me a slut.
and that part felt really
slut
good.
shaming me.
And that part felt really good.
Yeah.
But around the time I went to say mage, I thought,
You thought better of it.
yeah, and I don't know if
It sounded cool.
Did it?
I liked it.
Did it sound sort of Dungeons and Dragons nerd alert?
That seemed like where Scott was
yeah.
trying to go when he
Yeah.
said some mage ideas. I could feel
Yeah.
him taking us down a path of talking about sorcery.
Wasn't taking you down any sort of path as much as I thought it sounded like a cool, slang term, and I was impressed by it, but then immediately unimpressed by how you corrected yourself and
Yeah.
was unsure about yourself. You need to have more confidence.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
Do you want to
Can we
just say
get
one
back
of the
in?
ideas?
Let's just do the ideas,
Okay,
right?
Because
this
we
whole
have
thing
so
has been,
many.
Yeah, and
it
let's
might
just
be
get
good to
through them.
just say one of the ideas.
Okay, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay, my first idea is the news. So
The news.
yeah, so basically, Earl puts me up in a hotel. I grab a USA Today that gets dropped off at my door. I bring it down to the studio, and I just kind of riff on that baby.
He's riffing on the news.
I do like the bridge puzzle that's in there, you know, where they have like bridge hands near the comics.
Yeah, it seems like there's an easier way to get you a USA Today than putting you up at a hotel that gives you one for free.
Well, this is a two birds, one stone thing. I am currently between hotels.
Betwixt hotels, the same way that you are between seconds,
Different, in a less positive, life-affirming way.
a more negative, your life is
Just
terrible.
could use a hotel, yeah.
Okay, yeah. What kind of hotel are we talking?
You know, I'm open to discussing a couple different ones.
The fine
Obviously-
hotels obviously don't usually leave a USA Today on your doorstep. They'll have a New York Times or something like
that right?
Yeah, so you want sort of a mid-price, maybe an Embassy Suites situation
God,
at
if we-
the
oh,
high
God.
end and a DoubleTree down, you know.
Oh, wow. That's the bottom of the barrel for you, Doubletree?
Yeah, DoubleTree is as low as I go.
La-di-da. Oh,
Scott, you mentioned Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom is a show you do where it's all stripped down.
Are we moving away from this show, the news?
We have so many. Do you have more news stuff?
you get-
that was it.
Could you get Huey Lewis
That was
involved?
it. I was gonna, I was gonna maybe
see
do
why
a
you wanted to
sample,
reach back for that.
a sample riff. Like if you just gave me
Yeah.
a news story, that's
Okay,
sort of what
yeah.
I would do.
Sure. Well, obviously Sphere is in theaters right now. So
Yes.
what's the news story this year?
Maybe
Janet Reno is up to no good.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
Is Monica?
Well, how about
Waco?
did Dan Quayle misspell potatoes?
Yes.
recently.
So it is going to end up on a lot of these shows. He will take suggestions. He'll hear them, but it will end up in this Dick Will potato category
yeah.
most
Okay.
of the time.
You're going to steer it into Dan Quayle potato.
Well, remember he put the E on there.
it was funny.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I do think. I think it was.
That's
funny.
why I brought it up.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So the news, starring you.
Sometimes that's a way for people to take credit for the funniness of something.
Right. Got it. Okay. So that's certainly an idea.
Okay, yeah. But
It's-
here's
it's-
my riff. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Dan Quayle misspelled potato the other day. Jeez Louise.
It's good. It's good. I don't know whether it's like DoubleTree good.
Okay, well, I'm willing to discuss that.
Yeah, the price point is what I'm concerned about with this one. The
I get that. I get that.
putting you up at a hotel for an extended stay is very pricey.
As far as I know, Stitcher Premium's model is money is just going out.
yeah, I've seen
You
that.
know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
who cares if it goes to DoubleTree or me or whatever? It doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not theirs anymore.
Okay.
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Hayes, you have an idea?
You mentioned Freedom.
I did. Yeah.
Freedom's doing gangbusters business, huh?
Sure.
Because no more characters. It's all stripped down. It's just you
Right.
and it's Paul and it's Lauren and you're just being
And that was it for the
yourselves.
news, right?
That's the whole news thing.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Go ahead.
Okay. You don't have anything else you want to do on that?
Nope. I just
Okay.
want to make sure he was done.
Okay.
Because he was sort of fidgeting and he was sort of like like moving back and forth, like he had to go to the bathroom a little bit. And I was like, does he have something on his mind, or is it just you need to potty?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, when I have to potty, it is always on my mind to an extent.
Yeah. Okay, Hayes, go ahead.
We were talking about Freedom?
Yes.
The show Freedom?
Uh-huh.
You don't do any characters on the show. It's just you and Paul and Lauren.
Stripped down, yes.
Yes, just a normal conversation.
Sure.
What about a version of Freedom when you're doing even less and trying even less hard?
So what would that entail?
It's called Apathy.
Apathy.
Yes. Sometimes all of you are there. Sometimes one or two of you don't show up.
Okay.
A lot of scheduling.
Do we need
talk.
to cover our shifts? Like, do we need to get people there, or just
No.
they don't show up?
No, they show up or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of looking at phones. The real
stuff.
The real stuff.
The stuff that we all
Why
go
don't we
through.
move even farther in the Freedom direction of not doing as much?
Because I
Right,
did
well-
hear the premise was you guys aren't doing characters, but then when I listen, it does feel like you're doing a little much. Right?
Yeah.
Like you are sort of putting on a show.
I mean, I guess you're right. We do want to entertain people.
Doing
we're,
bits and
we're
stuff.
conscious that people are listening.
It's
if that's
fake
what you
as
mean.
fuck. It's fake as fuck. And I seen you guys hanging out, and you're sort of just like, okay.
Yeah, I will say when we were on tour, we had a lot of fun, but and we did a lot of bits. But then we also there were quiet times. One can't
and those were easier to do.
They're easier to do when you're just
Right?
kind of sitting there in the car, not talking and listening to music. Maybe a show like that where we're just that's my REM
If you've
show.
if you've got earbuds in under your headphones. Oh, I'm glad you brought up the
We have an
REM
REM show.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
It's Dolly is Goo Goo for the Goo Goo Dolls doll. So
Dolly.
Salvador Dali, and I don't have anyone to play him yet. I've got me. So
Wait,
I'm
so not the
talking to-
real Salvador Dali?
I'm
because
talking to
he's
Dolly about the
deceased.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Okay.
And I go, hey, do you know they're from Buffalo? And then he'll say something wild.
They're from
because he's
Buffalo. I
kind of
didn't know.
tripped out.
Right, yeah.
And he'll be like, well, I'm going to melt a friggin' watch.
Famous surrealist painter.
Okay. And then I'll be like, hey, man, finish this lyric, Dolly. And I'll go, baby's black balloon. And then I don't know the rest.
Right. Is that a Goo Goo Doll song? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
then-
don't know the rest.
Well, but Dolly might, or what
Yeah.
he says is going to be so fucked up where he's going to be like, ugh, friggin' eyeball.
And how long is an episode, do you think?
100 minutes.
100 minutes. That's it doesn't seem like the premise can sustain that.
Well, it's not the only lyric I do. I also go, let me whisper in your ear.
Okay.
The things you want to hear.
Are those the only two lyrics that you know?
Do you? And he's not sure
Yes.
which song. Are they from the same song or different songs? But maybe we find out on the show.
Okay, I'm not so sure about that one, mainly because Salvador Dali is dead.
But the Goo Goo Dolls part we like.
Goo Goo Dolls are still alive.
Yeah.
So that part...
What if it's Pussycat Dolls or Goo Goo for the Goo Goo Dolls doll?
And there are other dollies.
So you get some former Pussycat Dolls, like the one who's a Trump supporter now, maybe? I forget which one it is, but so you get them involved, like or maybe you co-host it with Nicole.
We get
If you can
Scherzinger?
if you can get Nicole Scherzinger, then I'm in on that because she's a big star. And
What if I say Hayes is Nicole Scherzinger?
what if you say Hayes is?
What if I say Hayes is Nicole Scherzinger?
What if you say Hayes is Nicole Scherzinger?
What if I say?
I talk like this,
Why
like
would
Nicole Scherzinger.
you think that's how she talks? That's very reductive.
But like you
and
met her.
sexist.
Like you know what she talks like.
I actually, she's an acquaintance, and I think she's lovely, and
Yeah,
she
right.
has just a regular voice where she says, "Hello, I'm Nicole Scherzinger."
like she would do this show.
She might do the show. I don't know, but how is that?
She's doing our show, and we are going to do it now. And if you hear that voice on the show, you'll know I was right.
Oh, by the way, you're out on that show.
Out.
You can
I
have
no
a piece
longer.
of all the rest, but that
Okay.
one, you don't
Yes.
even get
the
to
one that
touch
I
it.
liked, and I suggested something that made it better.
You're out.
I'm out.
You're out on that one.
I'll try not to make any suggestions anymore.
You like money, bitch?
Yes, of course, I love money.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so do you have other money-making ideas?
I have a show called Paint Your Phone where you listen to a podcast and an image comes up on your phone.
Got it.
And you can paint that image on your phone screen. So you're learning to paint.
So you're taking watercolors or acrylic paints or
just paint. The
just
box
paint
says
in
paint.
general. Okay. And an image comes up on the screen of your phone, and you paint over it.
You paint over it,
And then
you're
when you turn off
painting
your-
it with the host, like you guys are
Right.
painting together, and you're
And you
talking
can't
about the
get it
painting.
off your phone.
Yes,
Right. So when you turn off your phone, you're left with a painting of that won't come off.
And you
And
can't
then
get
you
it
have
off.
to download the app again on a new phone.
Bingo.
okay. and how
Now
much
you're
does the app?
understanding.
How much?
Hey, I think he's getting it, Hayes.
Okay. That one, I don't know. I'm not so sure. I mean, the intersection between
Do you even
between
know
two
who the
types of
host is?
medium. Who?
Chris Pratt.
Pretty good. I'm in. If Pratt is attached,
He almost said no.
Chris Splat.
if Pratt is attached
For the show, he's Chris Splat
Yeah,
because of
'cause
like
he's
painting.
splat-
He's
he's
splatting.
Yeah,
painting.
we'll do a
like in a
Jackson
Jackson
Pollock
Pollock
one,
type
yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat you to it.
Will he call himself and be billed as Chris Splat?
Yes,
'Cause
that is
fear
not
would
negotiable.
That would be confusing, I think, and,
Gotta
and
be
maybe wouldn't
Chris
draw
Splat.
the ear holes.
He
as
also
much
is
as-
willing to be Star-Lord Splat. So
maybe better.
Oh, it's definitely better. It's
although,
definitely
I don't know.
better.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
then.
it's definitely better.
If you can get Pratt and he calls himself Pratt, I'm in.
Do you know how there are all these Earwolf and Stitcher premium shows?
Is this a pitch or is this just you conversationally?
Why don't you find
Well,
out?
I'm tricking you into it's a
okay.
conversation at first,
Okay.
and then it becomes a pitch.
Okay, so it sort of lowers my defenses.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Do you always answer a question with a question?
There are these shows now, more and more shows about gay business.
Now, this is more like a lecture. It started when you were doing it previously. It was like very conversational and like you were approaching me as a friend. And now,
I know, and then I
now
was
it's
met
like
with
it's a
such
TED Talk or
confrontation. I
something.
feel like I really have to drive this home to you.
Yeah, I don't know.
There are a lot of shows on Earwolf right now about gay business.
Okay,
Like talking about
sure,
the culture of that.
sure, yes,
It's a
Great.
show. It's a show for straight people,
okay,
and it's called The Straight Dope.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
The straight dope.
And it's
Does it have to do with dope as well? Like,
Just at long last, straight culture gets a little bit of attention, I guess.
yes,
and you talk about straight
it's me or Sean, depending on
Which dope shows up.
who's available.
that day. Okay,
It's for guys and girls.
okay, okay.
But it's only us. It's only ever one of us. So it's always a dude,
Yes,
and it's always a dope.
yes.
Okay.
You know,
We're
we don't
kinda-
pretend to know everything.
Right, and so then there's a lot of stuff people don't know.
Right. Is it kind of like a love line type of thing where you're taking advice or you have guests on that?
We're just
Have you seen Steve Austin's Broken Skull Ranch?
Wow, that's a very loaded question. I don't believe I have. No.
Okay. Well, I might just describe an episode
Right now or on the show?
on the show. I mean, I
okay.
could do
Yeah.
it now if you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing it.
All right, so sort of a bunch of Jack people show up. And Steve Austin, one thing that is nice about the way he hosts the show is he refers to everything in the possessive. So he's like, "You run your damn ass up my hill.
I see. So he owns everything.
Here on my ranch, and you're gonna run my course.
Right.
Get up my hill."
So he owns the geography, it seems like, or the possessions within on the compound that they're on.
And
that's
then he'll
the
jump
conceit
in
of the show.
He'll
yeah.
and he'll ADR in over, like, let's say you're trying to like wrestle a tire out of somebody's hand.
Okay.
And then you'll
Does that
just
happen a
hear
lot
his
on the
voice
show?
going, "Oh yeah," and he'll go, "Now that's badass." And he's
And
right.
it's louder. It's like
It's
way
just
louder.
subtly
and
louder.
much more in a room.
Yeah, you can hear the
than-
echo.
than the normal
they
voices.
didn't match the room tone.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty clear he's not looking at the footage.
Right. He's just did some wild lines.
And he's tough as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the ways he shows you is while you're running a really tough obstacle course, he drives alongside you in a Jeep and goes like, "Come on, don't you give up on me now. Don't you quit on my rope."
Yeah, while I'm driving my Jeep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, are you pitching that? I can't remember.
I don't know.
That could be its own. Yes, fine. That can be its own.
Okay,
show.
I'll take
Fine.
it. I'll take that one.
Oh,
that one
well,
definitely.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Cowboy show.
Cowboy show.
Kids are freaking obsessed with this stuff right now.
Cowboys?
Cowboy show. Dress up
so.
like a cowboy.
I don't think
Sit on the floor. Two little guns. Sit cross-legged on the rug. Listen
Bandana.
to the cowboy show.
I don't think so. And I, in fact, think that parents are trying not to buy their kids toy guns.
Because there's so much obsession with the cowboy. And show about worker man.
Worker man?
Show about worker man.
Show about workerman?
Construction man.
What?
He's trying to turn it into his name.
Show
Show
about
about workerman.
show about workermen.
For the stuff that these kids, they want the show about a worker man.
A worker
Finally, yes.
Something you can, after
Sorry,
I don't-
not
I
all
don't-
podcasts are
School.
for the elite.
I don't know what you show about. Is this a separate idea than the cowboy show?
they could be different shows or the same show.
I don't know
could
quite
be
what
friends,
this
they
show
could-
is. Show for
It's a
workermen.
show about worker man,
man.
construction worker.
Show construction worker.
Show about workermen is the title?
Yes, you can listen to it. You can wear your tool belt. You could sit on the rug. You could wear your hard hat, and you can listen to him working on construction site.
Show about
With the big
workermen. Listen to him
machines.
working on construction
friggin'
site.
Driving
Have an
friggin' Caterpillar.
imagination.
Driving
Okay, this one's a
Bobcat.
little abstract for me.
Come on, he's smashing it.
I don't know. I don't know about this
Okay.
one.
The machine's
Okay.
so big, they're digging huge holes. See?
Home Improvement was popular, but yeah, this one I'm not sure about. Do you,
Hey, get down from
He's
there.
dumping it.
Yeah.
Send me up.
Send me up.
He's in a cherry picker.
Right. Guys, we need to take a break.
No!
Or we could end. Or do you have more?
Oh,
Do you have more ideas?
yeah.
We'll come up with some.
Okay, so we're going to take a break. You have more ideas. We'll be right back with Hayes and Sean pitching me ideas for Stitcher. This is Comedy Bang Bang. We'll be right back. Comedy Bang Bang. We're back here. Hayes and Sean are here, and they've been furiously scribbling on this pad during the break, trying to come up with more ideas. I
Pine
guess.
cones for dinner.
Pine cones for dinner.
There are these
Okay.
pine cones
What is this?
everywhere, just rotting on the ground.
They're doing nothing. We're not using them, Scott.
Right, they're just lying there. You're right. I mean, when I am traipsing through a neighborhood,
Roast them, toast them, cook them in a sauce.
okay.
So
Yeah.
we're not wasting.
I don't think I've ever eaten a pine cone. I didn't know that maybe
well,
that they were
that's
edible.
maybe that's a great reason for there to be the show.
Maybe that's why it's dinner time.
And what happens on the show? Do you talk about?
Well, no.
No.
We are not the hosts.
Okay, sure, that's good.
The host is, of course, Obama.
Okay, Barack Obama's pine cones for dinner.
Yes.
That has hooked me. That has definitely hooked me. I mean, it's piqued my interest. I would at least listen to one episode.
Can I pitch a show? Now, obviously, the market's pretty saturated with people half remembering cartoons they used to watch.
Yes.
Yes.
But what if I list cartoons that were never on?
This is not bad, and you're doing it sort of like a pop culture remembrance show, but you're talking about things that no one has any sort of connection to.
Yeah,
and you're
because
making it up.
fucking whatever. Yeah.
This is actually not a bad idea for a
Yeah,
show.
sure. It would work.
It actually,
We can do a
This
million-
is the one good idea that you pitched where I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Well, coming soon on Stitcher Premium.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
Because it needs a good title.
Maybe something about, like,
remember.
Yeah. Or like
Not tuna fish.
that like TV was my parents.
Tuna fish though. Like, do you mean like tunes, like cartoons?
Tuna fish.
Tune balloon.
Tune.
The tune balloon.
Baby's black balloon.
Tune balloon.
Tune
you got
balloon.
and every episode is in like a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are souring on the idea. It was so good.
The
and now-
title was really just made me scared.
Scared because of going up in the balloon.
That's too high, Scott.
It's too high. Yeah, you want to keep it close to the ground.
Balloons are
keep
the most
it closer
fragile
to
things on the planet.
That's true. They pop.
Scott, ever heard of ESPN,
ESPN.
the podcast?
ESPN.
ESPN, the podcast.
ESPN. The podcast.
Okay.
ESPN.
See, I knew he would do that. He would. He always
Well,
wants
he
his
wants
little
this
piece
for
of it.
himself, so
Yes.
he's going to pretend he doesn't
That now it's-
understand
yes.
the big idea you just had. ESPN the podcast.
ESPN, the podcast.
That the thing that exists. ESPN. Because I think ESPN,
ESPN
does
is
have.
not a podcast.
Well, I think they at least put out.
That's a show.
podcasts.
What you're thinking of is the show. ESPN is a show.
Which is huge.
and it's too long.
It's a cable channel. It's on 24 hours a day.
That is way too long.
I think.
ESPN, the podcast.
Yeah.
Short for your commute.
I think ESPN probably what they do is they put out podcasts of some of their shows, and
It would be way too long to be a podcast.
no, they do.
Have you ever tried to listen to it or actually watch the show? It goes forever.
What I think they do is they
It's still
segment it in little hour breaks, maybe an hour and a half at the most, 2 hours. Sometimes a game will take 3 or so. But what they'll do, like from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. will be one host, and that's a
Or
different.
maybe you'll like this.
Okay.
Show called Fire Emergency. This one shoots water out of your phone whenever you have to put out the fire.
Okay. I like the technology. What is the show?
It's saving people from fire. You play the podcast.
So it's
Shoot water out of your phone.
So you
at the
only
fire.
play-
Every fire department in the world is going to subscribe to this
Yes.
thing.
right. But you only play it when there's a fire.
Well, we
Well,
could also start
hopefully.
setting some of these fires.
Yeah, well, there's nothing
They
to
are
stop us from
very
doing that.
easy to set.
Yeah.
You're saying
We've been experimenting with this a little
Yeah,
bit.
we've been
Okay.
doing it a little bit.
we have a podcast that you only play in case of a fire, so it's not going to get good numbers unless there are a lot
All
of
of a
fires.
sudden there's a few more fires around.
And who knows if that could happen. It's
Okay.
And if you buy it, we just delete this part.
yeah, and if I don't buy it, we can keep it in.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in.
Okay. Perfect. More for me.
Skinny Dipper's Paradise.
Okay, it's an intriguing title.
It's an immersive theater experience.
Not a podcast?
Well, it is it's in the podcast app, but it's
It's
like,
a recording
You
of
listen
it.
to it, be like, "This is really a podcast." Yes, it is technically,
Okay.
but it's really an immersive theater experience.
Okay.
Of meeting a stranger, going for a skinny dip. You're hearing it like you're there in the pond.
You're talking
Okay.
to the person.
Yes.
And they're starting to take their clothes off in the pond.
And they're talking
And they're like,
back?
"Come on!" Like it's the water's a little chilly, but it's fine. But their
But
voice,
you can say anything to them, but they don't respond to what you're saying unless you're saying something that.
Well,
just
you could be
happens.
asking, "Is the water chilly?"
So yeah, that's true. That might be the first question. that
Natural
comes to mind.
question to ask.
Yeah.
But the voice, so we aren't like alienating anybody. The voice is like fully androgynous.
Right. When you say that, do you mean it's on in a register that's in a mid tone?
Well, I was thinking actually that it would be very clearly a machine.
Yeah, it would have to be.
So it would be a machine skinny dipping. What I'm afraid of is I'm afraid
That
of
it's
the
short
machine
circuit.
short circuit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it could electrocute you if you do go skinny dipping with
Especially
Yeah,
nude.
this one's
Yeah.
too dangerous. I think you guys saw the problems in your own pitch.
Oh yeah, we never
Midway
wanted
through
to
the
do this
pitch.
one. We
No.
never
Yeah,
wanted to do
good.
this.
That was
okay,
the trick
let's
one.
take this one off the board then.
That it says right next to Skinny Dipper's Paradise, fake.
Yeah.
Fake idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, this is a false flag.
Yeah.
Great.
How to do the stairs really fast on all fours. This is something Sean and I can do.
You guys can both do this?
Yes.
Yeah. Not as fast as Hayes, but it's still way faster.
You've had races?
Yeah. I feel like I've been walking into a trap.
No, that's okay. You guys must have some really wide stairs in order for.
Well, we go to the arc light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the width on those.
There's
is
like
amazing.
three. Yeah.
They sort of narrow towards the top.
And you
but,
don't have to buy a ticket to do the stairs until after you race them like 3 times.
About 3 times, that's their
then
limit?
you buy a ticket, that gets you like 6 more times.
Okay, so at 9 times, as long as you buy a ticket, and you guys are really good at this, and you want to.
And we would teach people.
Well, one of us is better than the other, but in podcast form, I feel like we could find probably someone who could even compete with Hayes. It's so fast doing the stairs, and you're on all fours, Scott.
It's a faster way to do it.
Can you give me some of your tips right here? Just to give me a proof of premise, if you
Just
can.
launch.
Yeah,
and
with
really
your hands.
push.
Really push with your
Yeah.
hands.
Like you're a panther or something like that. Just
Yes,
really,
that's where I first saw it.
It helps to think of yourself that way.
yeah. So
And
think,
don't ever look down.
really look up.
Well, no.
No, just straight eye level.
Eyes closed
Eyes. Oh, really? Don't look at all.
and just launch,
That
baby.
seems
Launch
dangerous.
it.
Seems dangerous.
You have to launch it.
I don't know, and pardon the pun, guys, but I don't know if that one has legs. Honestly, it seems like you've run out
No,
of.
you're using your legs
Panther's
too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fours.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but it seems like that's about the extent of it. Like, I don't think there's any more to that one.
Help Me Garden, the show shoots water on your plants.
Yeah. Now it could be a companion piece to the fire outing one.
Yes.
Okay, so how are you going to?
Oh, I had thought it could be.
You hadn't thought of that?
No, did not make that connection between those two shows.
Interesting. Seems like that might have been the reason why you thought of the second show.
Well, one is for fire emergency, and this one is for
Two totally different
yes.
shows. I see.
Yeah.
I got one that just stinks. Just their phone smells so bad.
Okay, how's
You
that
subscribe your friend to it.
as a joke?
Prank
if they ever leave their
podcast.
phone on,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's modern day whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
whoopee cushion.
And it's called How Did This Get Made? So they want to listen to it, but then it's like how did this fart get
Would
made?
you would maybe change the spelling on how did this get made? I'm afraid that would
That show would
create
go
confusion
away.
in the
old one
marketplace.
goes away.
We would have
Oh.
to get rid of the other show.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm willing to do that.
Good.
I don't know. Have you perfected the technology?
Stinky phone?
Stinky phone. Yes.
Yeah, we're really close. What we've been doing so far is it's not the podcast itself that makes our phone stink.
Yeah.
It is some of what we keep inside our pocket with our phone. So there would be a second step for now, which
Right,
is you would
so-
subscribe your friend to the podcast, and then we would send you like a bag of goop.
So in your research right now, you have
I can make my phone stink.
Your
Yeah.
phones stink.
So the answer is yes, we have mastered the technology. It's an issue of scale.
But if you're sending the goop to the people, why does the podcast need to be there? Because you said you listen to the
podcast
podcast
company,
and it
Scott.
makes your
we're
phone
doing
stink.
actually what we came here to do. Should we start over? We came here to do is pitch podcast.
I know, but it
ideas.
seems like that's the unnecessary part of the whole equation. Seems like you'd have a better business model of just sending people goo that makes their phone
Hey,
stink.
slut, if we don't need the podcast part,
Kid,
we don't
please
need
stop
you.
calling me slut. Okay, I don't need to be slut shamed on my own show. Okay, I'll come on your show if I want that.
And you haven't even heard about the second idea, which is goo washer. Shoot water out of your phone, wash the goo off.
Now that I like. Without the previous show, though. If people get goo on their phone. I have a sticky phone myself. I mean, look at
Well,
this.
what is the previous show for? How you're going to get goo on it?
Hot Potty is the one that just makes your phone so hot.
What's the potty part?
Poddy.
Oh, hot potty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hot toddy.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that one might be dangerous on planes.
Okay, I don't think you're downloading it on the plane.
Well, people like to listen to podcasts on planes a lot.
Okay.
And,
Tell
that's...
them don't.
What? So don't? Is that what you're saying?
Tell them don't.
Tell them don't? There's like a disclaimer at the first one, like, please don't listen to this show on a plane?
Scott, we got 69 ideas. They're not
Wolverine's
all right.
erotic paradise. You know this Wolverine show?
The Wolverine
Yeah.
show, yeah, very excited about it.
Yes.
The Marvel show that's
Yes.
on stage.
I was
This one-
very disappointed. in
There's
it.
some very
Why-
disappointing elements, and we're filling in some of the gaps in this one.
What are the
Fuck
disappointing elements?
He's never slicing the clothing off of one of his combatant rivals, because he has
Okay.
these claws that sure they're ferocious, but couldn't they also be quite sort of seductive,
Erotic and so so I see. So this is like erotic fan fiction that you guys have written.
Yeah. We've written it, we've recorded it, we've
Yeah.
cast it.
Can I hear a little bit of it? Is that possible?
Sure. Snicked.
Whoa, Wolverine, what are you doing? It's me, Chris Gethard.
Snicked.
Thanks for asking me to do a voice. Do I have lines or anything? Like, are you going to give me lines?
Shh. Hey, bub. I'm the best at what I do. And what I do can be very, very nice.
Okay, guys. That one I
Did you
think
hear
is,
that Chris Gethard was in it?
Yeah, that's good. That's good that he's attached. But I think that one's just a fun one for you guys.
We have another show that he does called Beautiful Mail, where he reads a random piece of mail.
Beautiful Mail. Oh, so not M-A-L-E. It's just M-A-I-L.
No.
No?
That's
Neither?
That's a different show.
Oh, what is it? How do you spell it?
Oh, no. This show is M-A-I-L.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Beautiful Mail is
Beautiful
a
Mail.
different show. Yes.
And he just reads mail that people send him.
Yep.
Okay, that actually could be fun.
Random mail.
reading
and
letters?
He has to read the whole thing.
Okay.
But it's not just that people send him. It's like people don't know about this show. It's just mail that he has gotten before.
Okay, so how does he
It's
get
not related
how does
to
he
the
get the
show.
mail? Does he have to start stealing people's mail?
Well,
Because
we've
that's a
been
federal
stealing
offense.
his.
Yeah.
And so we do give him his own mail bag.
Okay, I don't know. Why can't just his mail go to him and he brings it to the studio?
Guy gets a lot of checks.
You've been stealing his checks?
Yeah.
Like from the Chris Gethard show?
What are they? From all kinds of stuff.
I
Yeah,
guess
he's got other stuff
I
going
guess
on,
what he
it
made
turns
per
out.
episode when the last time he was on my show, and he said it was very close.
Wow.
It was something in the range of 16.5 an episode.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
wow. Well, yeah.
That's, if you guys have your own show ever, that's what you could be making.
Well,
I'll
we
think
have
about it.
60 shows.
Right, okay.
Like we
Do you have
said.
another one? Let's breeze through
School
these.
Ender. It plays the school bell before, like, whenever you
Get out
want.
of class.
Oh, okay.
Teacher has to have the class be over.
I like it. And
Oops.
I like the
I
idea.
accidentally ended the school.
I don't know that it's a show as much as it is a sound effect.
Well, isn't that what any podcast is?
I guess podcasts are sound effects if you view the human voice as vibrations. I mean, everything is just a vibration that hits our ears in a certain way.
Wolverine has a lot of stuff about that.
Yeah, no, please, no, you can keep that to yourself. All right,
So much.
The
any
vibrating
other-
of the human voice can sometimes be used as a sexual tool.
Sure. Any other shows? I'm worried that we haven't found one that I'm really sparking.
Issa
to.
Rae did a story show called Fruit. You remember that one?
I don't, but I'll take your word Davenport?
We have one that's another kind of narrative-driven show called Senator Bart Simpson's.
Senator Bart Simpson's.
Yes.
Is this based on The
It's a
Simpsons?
story that
you know, in the
Sean and I came
show,
up
the
with.
family's name is not Simpsons.
Can you look it up, Brett?
Yeah.
It's The Simpsons.
Look up the name of the show.
Can you look up
That-
okay.
That's the name of the show, but
That sounds like the opposite of what you
so
just
then
said.
no, their
Simpsons.
surname in the show is
And
Simpson.
then Bart Simpsons is one of the Simpsons. And if he were a senator, well, you just imagine some of the trouble that he could get this country into.
Bath helper, shoot water into the bath.
Bath helper.
Yes.
So it just helps the bath. You're still, the listener's still responsible for the majority of the water in the
The
bath.
phone is helping some of it with the water. The tub is helping keep it in one place.
Especially helpful if you want to cool it down a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like hamburger helper where you need to bring your own ingredients to the bath
Yes,
previously.
like fire to make it warm.
Humidifier filler. We actually have one that helps you get the candles on your birthday cake to go out. It does soak the cake.
Okay, that's probably a pass. You have a lot of water-based podcasts.
Super Soaker Backyard Battle. Turn your phone in Big Super Soaker. Blast your friend.
First of all, have you guys even invented this part of the technology?
That's the easiest part.
no,
so
it's
easy.
not.
Yeah.
Recording the show is
It's
the
the
easiest
concept that's the like having the imagination to dare to do it.
Recording the show is the easiest part.
Is the
The
hard thing.
hubris.
I do have to
Yes.
say, having a phone case that is water makes your phone waterproof, and that you can fill up with water and that squirts something is a good idea.
And
but it doesn't have anything to do with podcasts.
The way we're picturing it, you don't even have to fill it up all the time. The water is just in your phone when you buy it,
That's
and it's infinite.
What we're picturing is awesome.
so it's something like this.
You never run out. It's always in there.
It's awesome. I don't think it's possible,
Dude, it's so sick.
Okay,
Another teaching show.
sure.
How to go to the bathroom, not get anything on your shirt.
Okay, that's
It's a lot of hold it under your
hold it under
chin.
your
that's a niche market show because I don't know a lot of people who get it on their shirt.
You pull it all the way up under your chin, and you tuck your chin down, and you sort of pin it, the waist area at the collar.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the-
like
and-
you
and
tuck
the-
it into it, or you literally a pin.
You get, okay.
It comes with
pants and underwear at the ankles. Then you get your shirt tucked
Yes,
all the way up.
people
tuck.
underneath.
It's a tuck. It's
People
not
ask
literally
about
a safety
the pants
pin.
and underwear. Those are going to have to come all the way down.
Yeah.
All the way. When you say all the way, what do you mean?
You
off.
may want to take them off.
Off. Just off. This is going to be a problem in airport bathrooms and just public places. In
I have
general.
not found that to be the case.
Oh, you're going to find it's the case at a certain point, especially if
Plenty of experience, been around the block a few times.
I don't know, especially if eyes are on you at the ArcLight after your previous show.
It ain't my first rodeo.
Okay. What else you got?
Kevin Pollak's Erotic Paradise.
Nope. What else?
Screw it. Let's just talk about screwing the Beatles.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope. A lot of sex shows, guys.
Nope, that one was not sexual.
That's not sexual? Mm-mm. But you're talking about screwing the Beatles.
Yeah, we're trying to get their royalties.
Oh, like Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it was
But still a
story.
no.
You mentioned airports and airplanes.
Sure.
Seems like something that is a little interesting to you.
Sure, it's
What
on my
about
mind, I
an
guess.
airplane show that you listen to while you're eating your food, and it simulates the experience exactly of the food is a plane and it's coming in for a landing.
The food is a plane. So like the childhood,
correct, Scott.
The childhood thing of like zoom, zoom, zoom.
Except an adult version where it is
Right.
like you. It's
So
like
you're
the
listening
voice of the control tower.
Yeah,
So they're pushing tin.
it's
there
pushing
in the-
tin.
Yes, they are pushing
they
tin.
are
Pushing
battling.
tin meets childhood trying to get your kids to eat.
How about like an upgraded version of that where it's not like a baby's version of like, oh, here comes the plane.
But it's for adults.
Control
It's like-
tower.
yeah. That's a pass. I'll hear. Do you guys got one more? I'm worried we only have time for one more, and I don't like any of your ideas.
Crazy faces, and then the sound that like is like the sound of a door creaking that you can make in the back of your throat for a really long time.
What are you talking about?
Crazy faces.
I can't do it, but
What are you? This is a pitch. This can't be your final pitch, guys.
no, it's not. It's not. I was just talking. Why were you still talking about the podcast stuff?
Yeah, okay. You have one more pitch?
There is one more. It might be a little bit smart for you.
Yeah, that's an
Trust
issue.
me, don't worry about that. Let you hit me with at the top of
Okay.
your intelligence.
It's called art discussion.
Okay, it sounds promising.
Okay, and I can see him pretending to like get.
Oh, I'll know what this is. Yeah.
Oh, like
I know what art is. I've had art discussions, but how does this
that
show
now.
work?
It's like you discuss the art. It's like smart art discussion.
And who hosts it?
Brainiacs.
Yeah.
Like who? Like who?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get like a Hanks level genius.
Okay, like why? Because he was in those Angels and Demons films talking about art?
Yeah, that's kind of what
I don't
we were
think he
going
knows
on, but-
anything about art. He just read those lines.
But then he must have internalized some of that.
I mean, I'm sure. I doubt that even he would remember anything that was in any of those movies.
They shot a lot
that
of it
don't
in the
exist
museum,
yet. By
so
the
we
way.
know he has been to the museum. We've seen him.
Is Robert Langdon in those films?
Yeah.
These things are going to be sitting in the can for a while. By the way, because,
before some of them become relevant.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
Sphere is in theaters now, and those movies probably are not going to come out for a long time. Guys, I'm very disappointed in this. I feel almost as if this was a waste of time. I hate to say that because podcasting in general seems like a waste of time, but this seemed like a waste of my time, not the listeners' time. My time as well, I should say.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing you. All right. And I don't want to disregard what you're saying.
Thank you.
But at the same time, bullshit, man.
You're lying.
You're fucking lying.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how
And I
feel.
had heard that you did that on this show.
That I lie?
Yes.
On this show?
Yes.
No.
I heard that it was a liar's show.
No, guys, I'm being deadly honest
And
with
that
you.
thieves listened to it.
No, guys, no. Thieves, I'm sure some like any percentage of any large test group.
It's a show
There's
for
going to be a
scoundrels.
certain percentage
Show
of thieves.
for scoundrels.
Like, if
Once
you're
they graduate from the school, they come straight here.
any kind of polling group that there is, there's going to be a percentage of thieves. Yes.
Have you had John Heater on the show?
I have had John Heater on the show, yes.
Well, a known graduate of the school for scoundrels.
We saw him go.
Okay,
There's
look,
actually
guys,
I watched
footage of
him
him attending
graduate.
class.
I don't even know what that is anymore. I'm still thinking about Sphere. But look, guys, I wish you luck. What I would say is concentrate on your own show. Concentrate on making your own show better.
No, thank you.
No. Yeah.
Because if this is the kind of thing
we
you do,
like doing this.
if this is the kind of thing that you do on your show, I quite frankly am not surprised at how unpopular it is. And I mean, you really could have used this time that I gave you to work on your own art, and instead you just pitched me a lot of bullshit that is never going to happen.
Do most people come on here and work on their own art?
Yes, yes.
That would have been good to know.
What's a good episode for me to check out as somebody working
On their own art on the show.
Give me like a top 3 just so I can get a sense.
Like a listicle?
I would love that.
I've heard a lot about this John Hamm episode. Does he come out of it having perfected some of his art?
I think
at
he
the
comes
end?
out of it a little bit better of like, wow,
Yeah.
that was, we were sharpening and honing his skills a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Guys, we're out of time. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But we only have time for one last thing, and that is a little something called plugs. It's time for plugs. Oh, short and sweet.
Now,
I
that
like
was
that.
not me.
No, I don't think anyone thought it was you. You haven't been singing this entire time?
Well, I just want people because I am here, and then suddenly you hear of like a singing voice.
People know the concept of music, I think, and themes and jingles.
Well, Sean, I saw you seemed like freaked out.
I got a little scared only because Hayes is. I'm looking right at him. His mouth never moved.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the song is unmistakably Hazian.
Oh, so that's sort of your jam, the type of thing that you would do?
That is the kind of song that I will invent, yes.
Okay, well, if that's the kind of song that you would invent, let's hear something like it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll do the same song again as I remember it.
Okay, go ahead.
I am a song.
Not too far off.
So the song is coming to life and talking to you.
Well, guys, we can't talk about songs anymore. We actually have to talk about plugs. And you guys, I mean, I really want you guys to plug your own show, okay? Please, you have to plug Hollywood
Sorry.
Handbook.
No.
Hey,
It's out
check
every week.
Check out Comedy Bang Bang. Great characters like
Yes.
Dr. Weed stop by. There's all kinds of cool Stitcher Premium shows being created on this thing.
No.
Please do tune in.
No, Hollywood Handbook is a weekly show. You guys do it. It's a niche show, but it's got a rabid cult fan base.
John Hamm was on Comedy Bang Bang once. That seems to be important.
Comedy
to
Bang Bang, the
host.
show that started it
Who are
all.
some of the people who've been on your
People
show?
are working on their own art. On our show, well, we've been on it a lot.
Yeah, but some of the special guests, I remember Pauly Shore
But
was
if you're
there.
tuning in, you tune in for us.
Asif Manvi was on it. Remember that?
I do remember that. He seemed a little confused by what's going on.
And you were there too.
He seemed confused by me, and then I believe I saw him at the Emmys very shortly after that, and he told me he was confused by it.
Yeah, you were here, Asif.
He said, "What the fuck was that I did?"
Jeff
I remember
Ulrich.
Jeff Ulrich. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Remember that?
We got him on.
That was cool.
Ulrich, yeah, former host of the Wolf Den.
Not anymore.
Well, now
after
he's
he
all
sold
rich.
it, after he sold his share, he became all rich.
After he sold it to
I
you.
get it.
So those are some of the good ones we've had.
Okay, so
Yeah.
people can listen to this every single week, wherever you like, wherever you get podcasts. It's an Earwolf show, Hollywood Handbook, and you guys have been I don't even know how
No,
long you've been doing it.
don't.
Yeah, and please do head over to Stitcher Premium to hear your Comedy Bang Bang. It's a really cool app. There's a new design now where you don't have to download anything or even hear it or listen to it.
Yes.
It just doesn't work.
You
stare
just
at
see
it and
maybe
it's
the
just-
title of a show
And
and,
you
it
try to
says
click
coming
on it.
soon or
Yeah,
something.
you
and
hit
nothing happens.
submit credit card information, and then it's just a permanent wheel,
It just breaks.
and you don't know
Yeah.
where that stuff went.
And it
Yeah.
frees you up. It freezes
Because
your
it's like
phone.
we spend so much time looking at our phones, and now
Yes.
it's like, oh, I don't need this anymore.
Might as well throw it in
Yes.
the ocean because
Right.
it's not going to do anything for you podcast-wise.
Got it. Good tip. Okay, well, let's close up the old plug bag.
Okay.
Whoa, what a bag, it's time to open it. It's time to
It's time to open the bag.
It's time to open up bag. It's time to open up bag. Open up, time to open up bag.
All right, guys, what do you think of that?
Can we do something
Now-
like that?
yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Ask, and ye shall receive.
Because you said we were going to close the bag, and then that whole song was about opening
Go.
the bag.
Go. No more
I'd
stalling.
imagine that's
you
come
wanted
up
to do
before.
it.
Give me a beat, Hayes.
Bob, 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 bob.
Slow it down. And here I come at the next break. Gonna jump on the beat and start to rhyme. Soon as I find
All
my
right,
edge.
enough. You have to actually
You
do
let
it.
him do it. You
Jesus
said he could
Christ,
do it. You're
Scott.
gonna let
Forget
him
it,
do
forget
his
it.
song.
Guys, I'm sorry I had you on this show.
You
this
promised he could.
Just a giant waste of my time. But look, I always wish well upon the less fortunate than I. So I wish you luck with your careers, such as they are, and I hope to see you down the road sometime.
And that was
Fingers
me.
crossed.
That wasn't a drum. That was me.
I know. All right, got Hollywood Handbook every Wednesday, Tuesday. When are you out? Tuesdays.
It's both.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to it. Anything else you want to say before we leave?
I guess, well, it's a pretty big opportunity. I guess I'd just like to say that I'm sorry
Thank you. I've been waiting for this.
to Brett.
To Brett? Engineer Brett? What?
Look, the Beatles idea was obviously his idea.
Yeah.
You stole
He
that
got
idea?
it from a T-shirt that he had.
He had
and,
an idea
Then I
about-
brought it up. He pitched it to me. I brought it up.
A
like
show
it
where
was
he
mine.
has
You
sex
can't
with the Beatles. We
steal
promised we
ideas.
would credit him.
Yeah.
You can't steal ideas, guys. That's producing 101.
Skinny Dipper's Paradise was also his idea.
How many of your ideas were his idea?
Well, originality is just undetected plagiarism.
Okay, well, so all
All
these
of them.
all of the ideas were
Every
yours,
single
Brett?
one, yeah.
Well, I want to be in a development deal with you,
Definitely
not these guys.
definitely the show for straight people, which I thought was was a little much.
that was
That to
a
me,
little
that was
offensive.
out of line. I
But that's-
thought,
Wait,
why
that's
are we
just
even
Brett.
He
touching
went on this big
this?
thing about there should be straight history month.
Yeah, that's just Brett though.
Such a third rail. Yeah,
He's always
I
talking
said,
about
no
that
way.
kind of stuff. Yeah, you know what, Brett? Forget it. I'm not into it. All right, guys, it's good to see you. Come back again if you get your shit together. Promise me that.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
I had this book, like, laughing at me from my bookshelf. Oh, smart boy, you can't read me. Well, I can read you, Jude the Obscure. I'm Michael Ian Black, and this is Obscure, in which I read Jude the Obscure out loud and comment on it as I go. There must be literally tens of people who will go with me on this journey. Subscribe to Obscure wherever you listen.